Hey guys, what's going on? This is Josh Neckar, and today I want to address something in this video that really hits my generation hard, and that's affordable education in America. The United States is one of the only countries developed that does not offer affordable or free college for all of its citizens. And it's something that really holds us back in comparison to our allies and our adversary nations because our people just get behind. We don't get the educated citizens we need to fill important jobs that we need our society to function or to make those breakthrough innovations that we need to keep on edge and to keep ahead of the people that we're competing against. It's a huge problem because people in my generation, even people in my parents' generation, have so much debt from student loans to do something as simple as be a lawyer or an architect or something that we need to run our nation, to run our society, something that is crucial for our society to function, to be a teacher. And they're in debt for almost their entire life, sometimes six figures even, and all to do something that they wanted to do with their life and to fill an important role of society. And all in all, it's just very unfair, and it's backwards to think about, because it's backwards to think that we should put our citizens in debt to do something that we need so crucially to survive and to get ahead of other nations so that way we can remain on top. So I want to go a little bit into this of the cost of universal college, which the cost, according to the Department of Education, would only be about $79 billion a year. That is a lot of money. Of course, it's a lot of money. $1 billion, not many of us have that. But in terms of our budget, that's not really that expensive. Jeff Bezos has made more in a few months of 2020 than college for all would cost. It's a fraction of the US military budget. There's tax cuts that cut away income that we'd be getting from the top 1% or the higher ups that conservatives love to do, that would easily make up to $79 billion a year. So it's kind of ridiculous to think that we don't have this system in place. But there's so many benefits to doing so. And one of them is just like what I said in the college or in the Medicare for all, the burden, the issues, the burden, the problems that American families face of being like, man, I want to do this with my life, but I can't because I don't want to put myself in so much debt for the rest of my life to do it. Or I want to do this, but no matter how hard I've worked, I can't make enough money to pay my bills and pay for my school. Or people who come from disadvantaged neighborhoods that never get that chance, who could be great minds that are hindered because they don't have access to higher educations. There could be somebody who has the cure for cancer, but they grew up in a poor neighborhood, a poor family, and they just don't have access to the tools and the resources to unleash that potential. And really, it doesn't do anything for us except for shoot ourselves in the foot. And that's why this is so important. It relieves the stress of families. If this was free for everybody could be free to pursue the thing they want to do, life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. But can we really pursue happiness if there's such a roadblock in front of us? And it would really just overall create a better environment for our nation in regards to climate change, social issues, recognition of science, and bring skills to the American people that would better their own lives and others. We'd be able to fill these positions for jobs that we need without having to outsource to immigrants coming to our nation to fill them, because we would have the people to fill these job pools. And that's really important because I'm sure most Americans don't want to be stuck in an entry-level job their whole lives because they couldn't afford to go to school to do what they really love to do. So how do we afford it? Well, a military spending cut wouldn't put our nation in danger, and $79 billion could easily be shaved off and still make us the top spending military in the whole world, with the top other nations not even becoming close combined. And tax on the 1%, which they, according to New York Times and stuff, make $2 trillion a year, would be very easily obtainable to make a $79 billion investment into our people. Also, a tax of about 1% on the middle class making $50,000 a year and 130 or so million taxpayers would have enough money to actually fund college for all as well. So why won't they do it? Well, it's the same reason why they won't push Medicare for all. The American people, especially the elite, are selfish, and they rather pay higher prices to get access for themselves than pay less in taxes, but everybody benefit. It's this mentality of, I worked for it, so why should you get to do it easier? And it's a flawed mentality. It's a mentality of individualism that puts the other people down, puts our country down. And the reason why other countries are accelerating so far ahead of us, people believe that others should work and earn to pay off a 6-digit loan for school just to get a job we need to function in society. Not only that, college and loan companies lobby Congress for unbelievable amounts of money because they make this money off of Americans. I mean, as far as I'm aware, the last time I heard, the student debt in America is like several $1 trillion. That's almost as much as our national debt. And that's off of Americans trying to go to school to better themselves and to get a job to function in society. The elites and politicians are also concerned that an educated America will be too difficult to control and take advantage of without being held accountable. Think about it. If somebody's taking advantage of you, but you don't know it, or you don't know better, you won't have anything to protest. But if you go get educated, you have the knowledge, and somebody's doing it to you, you're going to voice and you're going to speak up and you're going to demand them be held accountable for it. And that's something that they just want to avoid. It's too easy to control a uneducated America. And that's why they don't want to see us educated. So all in all, college for all is essential for our jobs and our economy to grow. It's essential for America as a nation to grow. It's essential to make sure that we don't fall behind our allies and our adversaries. And all in all, it's essential to make sure America survives. I want to thank you for tuning into this video. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, comment down below. Show me that you care for this kind of content, and I'll keep making more of it. But in the meantime, fight for what you believe in. Run for office. Let your local officials know, and have a good night. Thank you.